Okay. Hi guys. Hello. I hope all of you are doing great. Hi guys. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome all of you. Hi Anushka. Hi Ansan. Hi Sri Lakshmi. Hi Pravan. Welcome to the session. Thanks for tuning into this video, the live session. Hi Ashwant. Sorry I could not have sessions for 2 days because I am actually a little unwell. I'm unwell even now, kind of down with viral fever, but then I'm recovering better with your wishes and hopes. So sorry about that, and I'm sure we can uh, I can cover up for the sessions that we missed soon, very soon in the upcoming week. I mean, in the following week, I can simply cover up for the sessions that I could not do. All right. I mean, it is wonderful to be with all of you. Hi, Dinesh. Hi, Pinky. Hi, Ankit. Hi, Ritika. I'm betting now. I'm kind of better now. So I thought, why not meet you guys because, it makes me feel good. So when I'm with you guys, of course, it makes me feel good. Okay. Anyway, I hope all of you are doing great, awesome, fantastic. Uh, so welcome to the session again. And what is that we're going to learn today? We're going to see the errors which are made, common mistakes which are made in a very basic topic that is parts of speech. Now, before I begin the topic, let me tell you, for those who haven't subscribed to this channel yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now. This channel does not only help you with English, that is, English is its primary purpose, as the name suggests, of course, the relearn English. I'm doing academic English, non-academic English, but then besides that, I have been doing sessions on personality development, mind clarity, because I've done human psychology through science and spirituality approach. So I've been doing sessions on the clarity of the mind, the personality development factor. So basically, this channel will help you to become a better version of what you can be. When I say a better version of what you can be, both in terms of communication skills, the use of English language, and of course, the enhancement of your personality in a way. All right. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe right now. Don't only subscribe it, hit the bell icon as well. And please share the videos that you find helpful and useful with your other friends, contacts. Share it on your social networking accounts, that is Facebook, Instagram. Ask your other contacts also to subscribe to the channel so that they also benefit from the channel and all of us can learn together, all of us can progress together. So without any further delay, let's get started. The common errors in parts of speech, but then there is one thing that I've noticed, guys, because of the situation and the kind of improvement that we have in the technology these days. And if you see, there are two reasons. One is the technology has evolved so much, and the other is, of course, the COVID situation that the world is going through. Because of these two factors, online education is happening these days, and almost every student is learning online. Each student in the world is learning online. But then, when you guys learn online, when this online education is happening, these are the problems that every student faces. I mean, you guys are learning concepts, you are watching videos, you attend live sessions, you understand the subject. But what about these problems? Nobody is even talking about these problems. The problems of doubt solving, notes, tests and assignments, preparation for competitive exams, the choice of schedule basically, and the choice of language as well. Now, these are the serious concerns. These are the serious matters of concern that every student faces. And nobody else is talking about it. But then we at Vedantu, we have a solution to this. I'm sure you would want a solution to all these problems. Tell me in the chat box, guys. Tell me in the chat box where I'm sure you face these problems when you guys learn online. I mean, online education is happening, but then there is always a problem of doubt solving, getting notes, the planning of tests and assignments, planning of competitive exams, and the choice of schedule when is there you want to study online, and the choice of language as well. That is something that matters the most. Some of you like to learn in English, some of you prefer learning in some other language, maybe Hindi or Marathi for that matter. Nobody is talking about these problems here. So we at Vedantu, we have a solution to these problems, and I'm sure you are as excited as I am to know the solution. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. I'm sure I'm gonna tell you the solution soon. Before that, let's begin the topic. The topic is common errors which are made in parts of speech. This is the first session of it. I will have one more session because if I cover everything in first session, it becomes a very long session. So I thought, why not divide this topic in two sessions here? So for those who don't know me yet, my name is Dheeraj Gaveja. You guys can simply call me DG. All right. I'm a master teacher here at Vedantu, and besides this, I have been teaching English for more than 9 years now. I'm not only an academic English teacher, but then I'm a communication coach, and I've done human psychology through science and spirituality approach. Right. So I have got this famous acronym now. I've got a new name at Vedantu, that's DZ. Popularly, students know me as DZ because my name is Dheeraj Gaveja, and you guys can simply call me DZ. All right. And that's a little bit about me. 9 years of teaching experience, taught and mentored more than 10,000 students, trained more than 1,000 people on communication skills. And now I am with you guys, really happy and excited so that, all of us learn together, improve together, progress together. That's what my point is. So let's get started. We see the common errors which are made in parts of speech. Now, some of you must be wondering the title of the topic, that is common errors in parts of speech. Now, how is that we can learn from errors? How is that we can learn from mistakes? Now, trust me, guys, the best way to learn a language is to learn from mistakes. Some of you might find this statement a little surprising, but then look at this here. For example, when I tell you, when we all know that two past tenses cannot be used together, I've even made a video on it, right? I've made a video on how that you can learn English from mistakes. If you haven't checked that video yet, I would actually suggest you to go and watch the video because that video would be really helpful. I've explained and actually proven how that you can learn from mistakes. Now that makes a lot of sense. For example, let's say you have a sentence, you use a sentence, I did not spoke to him. Now, what is grammatically incorrect in this sentence, guys? Tell me this here. I'm sure everybody knows this. Just simply tell me what is grammatically incorrect in the sentence, I did not spoke to him. I would like to hear your response on the chat. So when we say I did not spoke to him, there is something grammatically incorrect, right? Spoke. So it has to be I did not speak to him. This is a very basic grammar rule that everybody knows. Almost every student knows that we cannot use two past tenses together. So if I say did, I have to use the present tense of the main verb. So it's not that I did not spoke to him. It's actually I did not speak to him. Now, why is that I'm talking about this is when you know this mistake, when you clearly know this mistake, your mind will never repeat this mistake. Are you getting my point? Like when you know this is a mistake and you should not make this mistake, your mind will always be alert the next time you use a sentence with did. So my point is when you learn from mistakes, when you know what errors are, this becomes a way to learn a language. See, one way is you're learning grammar, you're learning vocabulary, you are learning all the other components which are required to learn a language. All that is okay. The learning of all that will go on. You continue learning grammar, you continue learning vocabulary, you continue learning phrases, idioms, all that is okay. But you can also learn from the mistakes. In fact, there are books which are sold with the title Common Mistakes in English. You can simply search on Google books which have these, which books have, books with the title Common Mistakes in English, or Avoid These Mistakes in English, or Learn from Mistakes. So it is like when you actually know the mistakes, it becomes better. So that is why I've got this topic here, so that we can understand, we can see some common errors in parts of speech, and that can help us to avoid these mistakes here. Now, parts of speech is a very basic topic, as we all know. If you haven't watched my video on introduction to parts of speech, I would rather advise you to go ahead and check that video, introduction to parts of speech, where we have spoken about all the basic 8 parts of speech here. So as the topic parts of speech, of course, it begins with a very basic concept, noun. Now, who does not know what a noun is? Everybody knows what a noun is, which is a noun is a word that names something. Any naming word is a noun. It could be a person, place, thing. Now, in a sentence, nouns can play the role of a subject, direct object, indirect object, etc. Now, this is something that almost everybody knows. I hope every student knows what a noun is. Now, look at the common mistakes which are made. Look at the errors which are made in the use of nouns. Now, when you know these errors, it somehow helps you directly or indirectly, it helps you with improving your language, because when your mind knows when your mind knows these errors, of course you will not repeat these mistakes, because your mind is smart enough to not make mistakes, to not commit those errors when you know them clearly. Look at the first one. I'll give you some examples here. I cannot include all the errors because there are many errors made in every part of speech. I am just going to highlight the most common ones here. So look at this here. When we use an uncountable noun, like uncountable noun, with an indefinite article. Look at this example. This is a very common mistake, guys. This is a very common mistake. For example, Anita's mother gave her an advice. Now look at the word advice. The word advice is used with the indefinite article an. This is incorrect because the word advice is not countable. Yes, you heard me right. The word advice is not a countable noun. So I cannot say one advice, two advice, three advice, four advice, whatever. So using an, because it has a vowel sound, will be incorrect. So the correction would be Anita's mother gave her some advice. So look at this here. We cannot use an advice. We have to use some advice because the word advice is not countable. It's an uncountable noun. Or you can even say a piece of advice. I mean, using it as a phrase, a piece of advice, that's okay. But an advice is incorrect. A piece of advice is okay. Okay, so this is the first error. So next time, guys, remember this. Next time when you use the word advice, do not use it as a countable noun. The word advice is not a countable noun. You cannot say an advice. You can use it with a phrase, a piece of advice, but an advice is incorrect. You cannot use an indefinite article and before that there is an advice. You can say some advice because it is uncountable. For example, we do not say and give me a milk, right? Do we say give me a milk? No. You tell your mom give me some milk. A glass of milk is okay, but then we never say a milk. Similarly, we cannot say an advice. We can say some advice or a piece of advice. So this is the first error. Look at the second common error. Now look at these nouns. Look at these nouns. The nouns pants, braces, glasses, goods, trousers. All these nouns are always plural. So you cannot use a singular verb with that. For example, her scissor is blunt. This is incorrect. You cannot use the word scissor. Using the word scissors with the spelling without s, that is scissor, is incorrect. So you have to say her scissors are blunt. Okay, her scissors are blunt. So same with the word pants, braces, glasses, goods, trousers, even jeans, and scissors, of course. So all these words are always plural. So scissors is new is wrong. You can say a pair of scissors is new. That's okay. A pair of scissors is new is okay. But saying a scissors is wrong English. You have to say scissors using a singular verb. For example, if I say scissors is new, I have a new scissor. Let's say you buy a new pair of scissors and you say scissors is new. That's incorrect. You have to say scissors are new. So look at this here. So her scissor is blunt. Blunt is what opposite of sharp. It's like it's not sharp. The blades of the scissors is not sharp. So this is incorrect. You cannot say her scissor is. You have to say her scissors are. Her scissors are blunt. This is the correct form, okay? Same with the Same with the words pants, braces, glasses. So pants are new, braces are useful, glasses are of the glasses are of various variety these days. Same with trousers. You cannot say a trousers. It's always trousers are. You simply say trousers. You can use a pair of trousers. You can say a pair of pants, a pair of trousers, a pair of glasses, but then you cannot say a glasses, a pants, a trousers, because these are always plural. Okay, so this is a second mistake. Now when you know these mistakes, of course, the next time when you come across these mistakes, you will be super alert. you know that's the benefit of learning from mistakes, you see, right? Next mistake is like this. For example, you use a sentence like this: please put your sign here. No, that will be incorrect. The correct form is please put your signature here, because the word sign is mostly used as a verb. The word sign is mostly used as a verb, so when you want to use it as a noun, it has to be signature. Look at the next common mistake here. We say she is my cousin's sister. Now, there is no need to add the word sister after cousin. It is correct to say she is my cousin, because it is understood. You're using the pronoun she, so it is understood you're talking about a girl. So, of course, is a sister. So when you say she is my cousin, it is understood that you're talking about a girl who is your cousin sister. But it's not required to mention cousin sister or cousin brother. Similarly, he is my cousin brother. No, you simply say he is my cousin. So expressions like cousin sister and cousin brother are inappropriate. Like, they are not completely wrong. In spoken English, of course, we use it, but it's best to avoid it. It is advised to avoid this when the gender is clear. When the gender is clear. And the next common mistake is, for example, I saw many deers. I saw many deers in the jungle. Now, this is again incorrect, because the plural of the word deer is deer itself. The plural form of the word deer, like this animal deer, is the deer itself. So there is no change in the spelling. So I saw many deers in the jungle is incorrect. It's actually I saw many deer. I saw many deer in the jungle. No S in the verb. No S in the noun here. So these are the common mistakes. Okay. So I hope you're clear with all the mistakes of the noun. Are you guys are you guys clear with the mistakes which are made in the use of nouns? So never make these mistakes, okay? Now when you know these mistakes, of course you'll be careful, right? You will never make these mistakes. Okay, Yash has a question, the meaning of blunt. Blunt is opposite of sharp. The scissors are blunt, matlab it's not sharp. The blades of the scissors is not sharp. It doesn't cut properly. All right, perfect. So never make these mistakes when it comes to the use of nouns. Next is, we'll see the use of pronouns. So as we know what a pronoun is a word that is used instead of a noun. That is something we all know. That is why we call it a pronoun. Pronoun. Because it's a word that is used instead of a noun. So for example, they went to the store. Now when we say they, of course, we're talking about a group of people, right? I mean, more than one person. But then we're using they. So he runs a great shop in the town. So he, she, we, me, I, us, they, them, all these are pronouns. Pronouns are largely divided in three types, right? The first person pronoun, the second person pronoun, and the third person pronoun. So, for example, if I say I is the first person pronoun. Okay, second person pronoun, for example, you. The third person pronoun, for example, he. So that is how the pronouns are classified, basically in three categories. So first person pronoun, basically I will have I, we, and me. These are the three pronouns in the first person pronoun. I, we, and me. In the second person pronoun, it's only you. Y-O-U, you. Okay. And in the third person pronoun, it is he, she, they, and it. It is for a non-living thing, of course. Hey guys, I'm doing fine. Yeah, I hope all of you are doing great. Thank you, Renuka. I'm doing good. Yeah, I hope you're doing great too. Great. I'm making you pro. All right, yeah, I'm making you pro. Thanks for the compliment here. It's a pro world today, so we all should be pro, all right? Okay, guys, imagine, just imagine, how is that a foreigner, as some Indians struggle to speak English like Americans do, uh, the way Americans speak English in their accent, for example. Well, we are learning this topic today, and we are learning it together, all right? We are learning it together. No problem, yeah. So I'm sure we all are having fun. We're learning it together. So this is how Americans speak, right? I mean, many Indians can speak like that. But then imagine a foreigner. I mean, this is not to make fun of them. This is just to create some fun here. Imagine a foreigner trying to speak Hindi, trying to speak in Hindi, and struggling. Okay, something like that. तो आज हम ये प्रोनाउंस पढ़ रहे हैं. ये पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच हम साथ में एक टॉपिक है. इस टॉपिक को हम साथ में पढ़ेंगे. तुमको ये टॉपिक पे ध्यान देनी पड़ेगी, तभी ये तुमको टॉपिक अच्छे से आएगी. That is how they struggle to speak in Hindi. Yeah. Especially, for example, when people from those Arab countries, they try to struggle. They struggle when they speak in Hindi. तुमको ये टॉपिक अच्छे से ध्यान देनी चाहिए. ऑलराइट, हम ना मिस्टेक्स पढ़ रहे हैं, तो आपको जब ये मिस्टेक्स क्लियर हो जाएगी, तो तुमको ये टॉपिक थरो हो जाएगी. तुम्हारी अंग्रेजी बहुत बहुत सुधर जाएगी. Okay. I see. Rishit can imagine. Oh, happy Independence Day in advance, Ansan. Happy Independence Day. चलो ठीक है. अभी सब लोग ध्यान देगी ये टॉपिक पे ध्यान देगी, तो तुम्हारा इम्प्रूवमेंट होगी, तुमको इंग्लिश अच्छे से आएगी. चलो ठीक है. So when we talk about common errors in pronouns now, what are the common errors made when we in the use of pronouns? Common errors in the use of pronouns. Look at this here. The first common error is something like this. When we use the object form of pronoun after than or as in comparison. Look at this here. She is not as good singer as him. Now this is incorrect. We cannot use him. We have to use he here. She is not as good singer as he is. We have to use the subject form. So that what the mistake is, we use the object form for comparison. For example, she is a better singer than what he is. She is a better singer than him, not him. We'll say she is a better singer than he. Then what he is basically he is. So use it in the subject form, not in the object form. Now, what do we mean by subject form pronoun, object form pronoun? For example, I is the subject form. When you want to talk about yourself, so you say, I am Dheeraj, or I am a teacher, or I teach English. But then when I'm to use I in the object form, it becomes me. So I in the subject form becomes me in the object form, right? So I teach English. English is taught by me. That's how it is. So make sure you're careful here. This is the first error. Okay. The second error is this. Again, using the object form of pronoun after the verbs am, is, are, and was, were. Am, is, are, and was, were. For example, it was him who stood first. No, it was not him. It was he. It was he. Look at this here. It was not him. It was he who stood first. Okay. I'm checking the chat as well. So it was him is incorrect because him is the object form. We have to use the subject form here. It was he who stood first. Right. Okay, Satakshi, what I'm trying to say is using the object form of pronoun is incorrect. For example, when we say it was him, now him is the object form, right? He is the subject form. For example, I becomes me, he becomes him, she becomes her. So what I'm trying to say is we do not have to use the object form after the verbs am, is, are, was, were. So it was he who stood first, not him. Okay. I hope this is clear. Shiv is very excited about the Menti. Guys, I'm actually planning Menti on the channel. It will take some time because what my plan is that we learn the topics first, and I'm going to introduce Menti quiz soon. I'll do it from the next week onwards for sure. I'm going to introduce Menti quiz on the channel from the next week onwards, where we will practice a lot of grammar, vocabulary, and other aspects of English. Don't worry. Okay. Look at other errors here when we talk about pronouns. Okay, look at this here. This sentence is incorrect. None but me turned up. None but me turned up. No, I'll have to say none but I turned up. I have to use the subject form here. It's none but me. It's none but I turned up. I have to use the subject form I, not the object form me. Look at the next one. They are all wrong. They are all wrong except I. No, they are all wrong except me. And look at the last one. His teaching was like Buddha. See, you cannot compare the action of teaching with a person. We have to use the subordinator that. His teaching was like that of Buddha, because teaching is not compared to Gautam Buddha. Teaching is compared to the way Gautam Buddha taught. Okay, the action of teaching is his action of teaching. Matlab, there is some person, so that particular person's way of teaching, okay, is compared to the way of teaching that was done by Buddha. We are not comparing the action of teaching with the person Buddha. We are comparing the way of teaching, the style of teaching, with the style of teaching that was done by Buddha. So we have to use like that. His teaching was like that of Buddha. It was not like Buddha, but it was like that of Buddha. Okay. Chalo, theek hai. Next, we will see the common errors in adjectives. Look at this cute little dog here. I mean, I personally am a dog lover. I'm sure most of you are dog lovers. I mean, I like a pug, golden retriever, uh, Labrador, and those even street puppies. Okay. Chalo. Look at this here, adjectives. So we all know what an adjective is, right? We all know what an adjective is. Adjective is a word that describes the qualities or states or beings of noun. Okay, so they can also describe the quantity of noun. For example, if I say um, English is an interesting subject. If I say English is an interesting subject, so of course the word interesting is an adjective because it describes the qualities or states of being of the noun. But it can also equally talk about the quantity. Okay, for example, many, few, millions, 11. In short, adjective is something that gives you more information about a noun. Adjective is a word that gives you more information about a noun or a pronoun. Noun or pronoun. So look at this here. Furry dogs may overheat in the summertime. You know, dogs which have fur on their body, furry dogs, they overheat in the summertime. You know, because of lot of temperature, very high temperature. So furry dogs. The word furry is an adjective here. James wore a beautiful hat at the party. So beautiful is the adjective here. My cake should have 16 candles. Maybe if it's your 16th birthday. So of course 16 is the adjective here. Okay, so these are the adjectives we use. But look at the errors now. Look at the common errors which are made in the use of adjectives. First of all, using a double comparative and use of double comparative and superlative. Look at this here. He is more stronger than me. This is incorrect, guys. He is more stronger than me is incorrect. I have to say he is stronger than me, not more stronger. He is stronger because the word stronger is already comparative degree. So we say strong, stronger, strongest, but then we don't say more stronger, right? So more stronger is like using a double comparative. That is incorrect. Never do that. So he's stronger than me, not more stronger. The second error is using superlative while making comparison between two things. So always remember this, whenever there is a comparison between two things or two people, we always use a comparative degree, not a superlative degree. Look at this here. This chair is the best of the two. Now, when there are only two chairs compared, you cannot use the word best because that is superlative. You cannot use the word best because there is superlative. So you have to use a comparative degree here. this chair is the better of the two. There are two chairs being compared, only two chairs being compared, so you have to use a comparative degree, not the superlative degree, the best. So this chair, this particular chair, is the better of the two. This chair is the better of the two because there are only two chairs being compared. Okay, so that's the second error. The third error which is commonly made is confusion between the use of the word further and farther. Look at this here. Chennai is further from Delhi than Gurgaon. But then if you want to talk about distance, it's actually farther. This is incorrect. Saying Chennai is further. We have to say Chennai is farther from Delhi than Gurgaon. Okay, the word F-A-R-T-H-E-R, farther, is a comparative form of far. So when we talk about distance, it's actually far, farther, farthest. Okay, it's not further. Further has a different meaning. Further has a different meaning. For example, I say, can we learn the topic further? Let's learn the topic further. So this is an adverb. This is used as an adverb. But then when you want to use it as an adjective, it is with the spelling F-A-R-T-H-E-R. So far, farther, that is in terms of distance. So comparative form of far is farther. Okay, look at the last one. This is again a very common error. The countable, uncountable nouns. You have much dresses. You have much dresses? No. You have many dresses because the word dresses is countable here. So you cannot say much dresses. We have to use the adjective many. Many dresses. Okay. That's all about adjectives, guys. This last one we will see in the session is common errors in the use of verbs. Okay. Common errors in the use of verbs. We all know what a verb is. Mostly it is action. A verb is not only action, it talks about state of being, state of doing, and state of having. If you really do not know the complete information on what a verb is, make sure to check out my video of Introduction to Parts of Speech. I've explained verb in detail. And I've even explained verbs in detail in the video verb and its types. Okay. So for now, we will just see verb as, we will just see one aspect of the verb, that is action. For example, Sheila eats his dinner quickly, or maybe her dinner. Sheila eats his dinner, her dinner quickly. We went to the market. You write neatly in your notebook. So these are the actions happenings. Of course, we all know these are the verbs: eats, went, right? But look at the errors we make. Look at the common errors which are made in the use of verbs. Look at the first one, guys. Pay attention. Pay attention. This first one is incorrect. She told to me an interesting story. You cannot use to with told ever. Always remember this. We always say who said to whom, but we never say who told to whom. Okay. So using a preposition to after told is wrong English. I mean with told. We don't say who told to whom. We say who said to whom, right? So look at the sentence like this. If I say she told to me an interesting story, this is incorrect. It cannot be she told to me. It is she told me, not she told to me. She told me an interesting story. Look at the second one. The verb tell is followed by an indirect object without to. Now, when I say she told that she wouldn't come, this is also incorrect because I need an object after told. She told me. There has to be some object, indirect object after told. She told me that she wouldn't come. Or you can simply use said. You can use said. She said that she wouldn't come. She said that she wouldn't come. But then you cannot use told without an indirect object. So we need an indirect object. Without to, of course. Okay, so that's the first error. This is the second error. The third error is like this. For example, I want that you should be my partner. Let's say, there is some person talking to another person and the person says, I want that you should be my partner. This is also incorrect English. You have to say, I want you to be my partner. I want you to be my partner. For example, if I advise you something, I want to give you some advice and I tell you, I want that you should study. That's again incorrect. I want that you should study. Nahi. I want you to study. I want you to study. So that is how it is. We have to use an infinitive here. Next is again a very common error. Look at this here. We discussed about his plans. We discussed about his plans. We do not say discuss about. We using discuss about is incorrect English. We always have to say we discussed his plans. Satakshi has a question, is much used only with uncountable noun? Yes, Satakshi, that's correct. So we cannot say much people, much chocolates. It's only with uncountable nouns. That is, we can say much sugar, much milk, much water. Okay. Yeah. So discuss about. You never discuss about. You simply discuss. So don't use a preposition about after discuss. Same with describe. You don't describe about something. You simply describe the situation. So he described about the situation is wrong English. We simply say he described the situation. And look at this common one. Look at this, the very common error usually made when you are at a restaurant or something. I've ordered for 2 cups of coffee. You don't order for something, you simply order something, right? So I've ordered 2 cups of coffee, not for 2 cups of coffee. Now, how many of you are coffee lovers here? Tell me in the chat box. You like coffee? I've ordered I've ordered for 2 cups of coffee. No, I've ordered 2 cups of coffee, not for 2 cups of coffee. Simply say I've ordered 2 cups of coffee. Okay, that's how it is. I like most of your coffee lovers. I know. Nice. Okay, guys, that's all about the first session of common errors in parts of speech. So I'm sure you know these errors now. The next time you use, when you come across these concepts, I'm sure you will not make these mistakes because your mind is smart enough. Our human mind is smart enough when it knows the mistakes. It will never repeat those mistakes. There is a probability that you may make a mistake even after knowing that it's a mistake, but then you can immediately correct it. That is what matters. Making a mistake is never a problem. That's what I personally feel. You making a mistake is never a problem because it is very much human to make a mistake. But then what matters is you immediately rectify your mistake. And when your mind knows what a mistake is, it is smart enough to either not make a mistake in most of the cases, or to rectify a mistake as soon as it is made, having known the mistake. So, all the best. Do not make these mistakes, and I'm sure you will improve your English both academically and communicatively. So, let's talk about this now. Guys, I told you about the problems we face when we learn online. Problem of doubts, notes, tests and assignments, competitive exams, choice of schedule, choice of language. Trust me, all these problems can be solved. You want to know how? Not only these problems can be solved, but then you get these bonus features as well. I'm sure you would love to have unlimited access to live classes. I'm sure you would love to have all micro and crash courses. How about performance reports? You getting your performance reports daily. How about you getting personal attention from your teachers? All these features are wonderful, right? These are like bonus features. And trust me, all these features are available with just one subscription. Yes, you heard me right. I'm talking about a pro subscription. Because you are a pro, because all of you are pro students now, it's a pro world. So Vedantu is a pro education brand, pro education platform. So why not a pro subscription? So simply visit this link, guys, vdnt.in/ytpro. Use the coupon code DGPro. DGPro. You can sing the code if you want, DGPro. And when you go onto this link, the first step would be you select your grade. When the page opens up, it gives you an option to select your grade. Vedantu actually has all 12 grades. It caters to all 12 grades here. So you can select your grade, for example, 10th grade. The second step would be you select your board, let's say CBSE, ICSE, or Maharashtra State Board. You select your board. Then you check out your details on this page. So on this particular page, you check out all the details that you have. I would request you to go through this page very carefully because all the details are mentioned on this page. जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन ये प्रो सब्सक्रिप्शन के लिए चाहिए, ये सब इंफॉर्मेशन आपको ये पेज पे एकदम डिटेल फॉर्म में मिलेगी. मेक श्योर आप ये सब्सक्रिप्शन की डिटेल्स ये पेज पे अच्छे से देख लीजिए. क्या क्या फीचर्स अवेलेबल है इसमें. फॉर एग्जांपल अनलिमिटेड एक्सेस टू लाइव क्लास, you interact with the best master teachers, you get unlimited doubt solving, in class doubt solving, test series, assignments and study material. when all these features are provided, of course, there is going to be score improvement, like guaranteed score improvement. And the best part is you choose a schedule that suits your requirement. Isn't it amazing, guys? Which other platform can even think about it? It's only possible on Vedantu. You decide the schedule when you want to study. That is very convenient. Once you have selected these features, once you like these features, and I'm sure once you watch a video on this page, you will surely love the features here. So once you decide this is for you, click on get subscription, and you have variety of options here. Like you've got three options as you click on get subscription. Everybody has a different choice now. So you get three types of subscriptions basically. The first one is a 1 month subscription, the second one is a 3 month subscription, and a 6 month subscription. So when we talk about a 1 month subscription, this is of course for 30 days. The price is usually 2,700. It will drop down to 2294 if you use my coupon code DG Pro. Do not forget to use the coupon code DG Pro. You get a flat discount of 400 rupees. For a 3 month subscription, usually the price is 7,000 rupees. And if you use my code DG Pro, the price will drop down to 5949. And for a 6 month subscription, usually the price before the coupon code it is 11,500. And if you use the code DG Pro, it drops down to 9,774. So that's great savings, guys. Trust me, it is like lot of savings. I mean, I will not be the best person. I'm not the best person to tell you which subscription you should go for. This is for, of course, you guys to decide. Yeah. You get additional 15% discount in each subscription here. I mean, all I can suggest you is if you are really not sure and if you're really hesitating a little when it comes to buying a subscription, a very honest suggestion would be you can go for a 1 month subscription. You can try it for 30 days and using the same coupon code DG Pro, you can upgrade it to a 3 month subscription, 6 month subscription, see how it works for you. We have an yearly subscription option as well. All right. So make sure you go for this and you become a pro student with Vedantu's pro subscription. So the link is given in the description box, guys. That is vdnt.in/YVPro. Do not forget to apply the code DGPro. Get the best education at the same time you're saving your money. So this is what Vedantu had made sure is possible, that you get the best quality education and at the same time you save your hard-earned money. All right. So that's all about the session, guys. Thanks for tuning into the session. And I'm sure you're thorough with the concept of parts of speech and the common errors which are made in parts of speech. We are done with the first session. I'll have one more session. I'm going to have one more session on the same topic, which will be a continuation of common mistakes of parts of speech. We will talk about the mistakes of the next 4 parts of speech. That will be a preposition, conjunction, adverb, and interjection. All right. So that's all about the session, guys. And do not forget to leave your valuable feedback if you really find the video helpful, and if you really like it, make sure you express your love with the like button there. If you do not like the video, that's your choice. I'm sure you're free to decide for yourself. I would appreciate, and I would actually hope that you leave your valuable feedback in the comment section down there. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you find the channel really useful and helpful. This is not only going to help you with your English communication skills, but also with the personality development and, of course, and self-development, public speaking skills, and all of that. And do not forget to share the videos with other contacts, so that others can also subscribe to the channel and all of us can learn together. So that's all about it, guys. See you all in the next session. Enjoy the aura of Independence Day. I'm sure every Indian is excited about, or is always excited about the Independence Day, even though we have 2 more days to go. But then thinking about the Independence Day itself is a feeling of pride, right? We have this proud feeling of being a nice, independent, free, and an awesome country. Okay. See you guys in the next session. Bye-bye. Take care. Until next time. Bye-bye.